Hello everyone, welcome to Sabrina's Diary. I am Sabrina and let's just dive in. So in the last episode I talked about chapter 1 of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, written by C.S. Lewis, and it is from the series of Chronicles of Narnia. So today we are going to talk about chapter 2. Yes, in chapter 2 we are going to find out that the fawn is not actually what he claims to be. So at first he approached Lucy in a friendly way, and he took her home in his beautiful cave, and he gave her beautiful good food and music and talked about all the mythical creatures that are found in Narnia. But then later he refused to let Lucy go home, and then she was just asking why is she not allowed to go home. And the fawn revealed that he's actually a kidnapper. He works for the White Witch. White Witch happens to be a very evil woman who rules Narnia and who's not supposed to rule Narnia, but she does by force, and she tortures the people of Narnia. So she's not actually a good queen. That's why people call her the White Witch. So the background of the White Witch is she is the first daughter of Adam, according to the book, and Adam had a first wife who was a jinn, first wife who had angelic powers, and from there they had their first child, who is the White Witch. Now the White Witch thinks that she rightfully owns Narnia and she rules Narnia in a very bad way, and the creatures of Narnia are not happy with the White Witch and her rudeness. Anyway, now let's jump to Lucy's story. Lucy wants to go home and the fawn will not let her. So why is that? It's because there is a prophecy about the whole 4 siblings coming and taking Narnia rightfully and making it dead for a while. Now that Lucy wants to go home and the fawn is not letting her, it reveals that there is something more to the story, and now we cannot trust the fawn completely. But to our surprise, Lucy was calm and she asked him why would he do such a terrible thing, and the fawn felt really bad and realized that this is something terrible to do, is to kidnap a little innocent child, especially after coming to know how sweet and good she is. So this proves that humans are nice, and that's what the fawn has realized. So the fawn decided that he will let Lucy go and keep this secret between him and Lucy. He sure hopes that it will stay a secret, because if in any way the White Witch comes to know that he let a human go out of Narnia unharmed, he will be in trouble. But still he took it upon himself and he let Lucy go. So he reached till the lamp and he asked Lucy if she can find her way back to her home. So from the lamp, Lucy could see the wardrobe's door still open, a little light coming out from there, so she knew her way, and when the fawn returned the handkerchief with which the fawn was crying, the handkerchief belonged to Lucy. So when the fawn returned the handkerchief to Lucy, Lucy said, "You may keep the handkerchief as a souvenir." So this was the beginning of a beautiful friendship between the fawn and Lucy. Lucy returned home safely. She entered the wardrobe, she could feel the soft coats on her face, and voila, she jumps out and finds herself in the room of the house of the professor. She goes running to her brothers and sisters and she tells them, "I'm so sorry, I know you guys are worried, but don't worry, I am back now, and you know what happened? I actually came across a fawn, and I also saw Narnia, and it's a beautiful place, it's all winter over there." And the sisters, the siblings, they were really surprised. They were like, "No, you were not gone for long. It's just a few seconds." So Lucy was confused, and later she realized that no matter how much time she spends in Narnia, time stops here. So here the time does not actually flow as much the time that flows in Narnia. So she failed to make them believe that Narnia is a real place and there is a magical wardrobe through which she can enter and reach Narnia. Lucy, Susan, Peter, they tried to help her out. They took her back to the wardrobe and showed her that, look, there is no Narnia out, behind the wardrobe. And that made Lucy more perplexed, and she felt more sad, and she couldn't prove that she actually went to Narnia and she actually came to be friends with the fawn. She couldn't prove any of it, and everyone was becoming more surprised, because she's not the kind of a child who lies. She's the truthful one among them all, and that's why she was getting more and more upset, and everyone was getting more and more confused. Okay, so in chapter 2, this was it. I hope I explained it in the shortest way possible, and I hope you all enjoyed the explanation. So I will see you in the next episode, and till then I'm going to sign off by saying see you soon. I'm Sabrina, Sabrina's Diary.